alleging it segregated classes based on race. She says it was put a practice in place by the school's principal, who thought she was doing what was best for every student. Channel 2's Tom Jones has spent weeks looking into this. He reports tonight from Atlanta Public School headquarters, where the district opened that investigation.
Yes, the school district here has looked into these allegations and says it has taken action. Still, parent Kyla Posey says she can't believe a principal thought separating students according to race was a good idea.
We've lost sleep trying to figure out, why would a person do this?
Kyla Posey says she was stunned when she learned about classes segregated by race at Mary Lynn Elementary last year, a practice she says was put in place and condoned by Principal Sharon Briscoe.
First, it was just disbelief that I was having this conversation in 2020 with a person that looks just like me, a black woman. It's segregating classrooms. You cannot segregate classrooms. You can't do it.
Posey says she found out the school was putting black students in 2 separate classes with 2 separate teachers. The white kids were placed in 6 classes with 6 different teachers. The parent says she found this out when she let Briscoe know she wanted her child placed in the classroom of a teacher she thought would be a good fit. Posey says the principal said that wouldn't work.
She said that that's not one of the black classes, and I immediately said, what does that mean? I was confused. I asked for more clarification. I was like, we have those in the school? And she proceeded to say that, yes, I have decided that I'm going to place all of the black students in 2 classes.
Posey says she insisted her child be placed in a class with white students. She says Briscoe explained her child would be isolated.
And I explained to her she shouldn't be isolated or punished because I'm unwilling to go along with your illegal and unethical practice.
The Poseys recorded a call with an assistant principal where they complained about the segregated classes. The administrator confirmed it was the principal's decision and seemed to offer an explanation why the classes were set up this way.
We have more black kids too, and then some of them are in a class because of the services that they need.
Kyla Posey has filed this discrimination complaint with the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights. Her attorney, Sharice Shields, says what's going on at Mary Lynn is a violation of Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 say that you cannot treat one group of people differently based upon race, and that is what is going on at Mary Lynn.
I reached out to Atlanta Public Schools about Posey's allegations. The school district sent me this statement. Atlanta Public Schools does not condone the assigning of students to classrooms based on race. The district conducted a review of the allegations. Appropriate actions were taken to address the issue, and the matter was closed. The district did not say what actions it took. Posey isn't satisfied. She wants the principal and her administration removed for even allowing a system of segregated classes at the school.
My community, had they known about this, would probably be extremely upset. Not just the black parents, but also white parents.
And the Poseys are waiting for the U.S. Department of Education to wrap up its investigation. I'm Tom Jones for WSB Tonight.
Vaccinated.
After his lung collapsed, Travis Campbell found out he had the Delta variant.
So I was unprotected.
In a Facebook video, the Virginia man said he thought he was immune after having a mild case of COVID last year. That reluctance, combined with a dangerous variant, which makes up more than 90% of cases here, has driven COVID-19 numbers above 100,000 new infections a day, the highest it's been since February.
The vaccine still protects extremely well against severe disease leading to hospitalization and deaths.
But as cases have gone up, vaccinations too have ticked upwards slightly. In the past month, vaccinations more than doubled in the states with the most infections. Some anti-vaccine proponents are changing their message after getting sick. This radio host died of COVID. His friend posted online, "He's the reason I took the shot. He said, I wish I had gotten it."
It's time for people to see vaccination as literally necessary to living a good and full and healthy life.
Next week, New York City will adopt a vaccine passport to incentivize uptake, while other cities are considering it.
You have a vaccine card?
In the D.C. area, this restaurant owner started asking diners for proof of vaccination
Coming in.
on his own.
They told me I'm a racist. I'm a Hitler. I tried to do something, separate the community. Excuse me? This is something to protect you and protect everybody else who want to get back to normal business. And you tell me this? Okay, you have no conscience.
Got up this morning.
Meanwhile, after 3 weeks in the hospital, Campbell's condition is improving.
Got a little bit more strength.
He's also relieved that his wife and children who were eligible got vaccinated. Judy Trin, CBC News, Washington.
Good morning. Today is Monday, August the 9th, the year is 2021. As you can see, I put two news reports in there today. One about a situation with Atlanta Public Schools involving a principal who took it upon herself to segregate the black children from the white children at Mary Lynn Elementary, which is located in Candler Park. My area has been going through gentrification over the past 10 years or so. I don't understand why this principal made this decision. Can I have mixed emotions about it? Because maybe she felt the kids would do better in a setting where they could have one-on-one work with two teachers. Maybe they were lagging in some educational skills that she felt that they would be better addressed by putting them in their own class with dedicated teachers for them to help them to excel. That's how I view it, because I would hope a teacher a principal of a school wants the best for her kids to get an education. Now, the way she went about doing this without telling the parents and putting these classes together and not giving parents an opportunity whether they wanted to opt into it or opt out of it, I don't know. I think the parents should have known. Now, we all know this is very illegal what she did. She purposely separated black children from white children, whites within different classes, blacks within another type of class. That's illegal. I mean, it's just against the law to set it up in that manner. Now, if she had set them up by test scores or reading ability or math ability and determined that these kids needed extra work with these items and it was best suited for them to be there. But again, the separating these kids by race leaves me kind of wondering what were her intentions. I know her intentions, I'm hoping her intentions were for these children to get a better opportunity at a better education without any distractions. They could focus on these kids. Now that's what I'm hoping that she was doing. I've not had any conversations with this principal. And they're no longer doing this, from what I understand. But the fact of the matter is she did do it, and the parents didn't know about it, and I'm sure possibly the Atlanta Public Schools may or may not have known, the school board may not have known what she was doing over there. But I want to believe that she did this for the benefit of those kids, to help them excel more. That's what I'm trying to see. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think I would pray and hope a black teacher would not have pulled those kids, separated them like that by race, other than to help them spend more time with these kids. That's the only thing I can think of. With these kids, I have a lot of questions. Did these kids have learning disabilities? Were the kids struggling in school? We know little black children do suffer in school if they don't have the time and effort for parents to come in there and work with their children, even when they get home. We know there's a racial divide in this country between the haves and the have-nots. White parents can afford to have classes, students, their children get all types of help outside of the school, from just all kinds of stuff. Were these black children having difficulty reading, having difficulty with math? Were they behind for their grade? What was her idea in separating these kids? I would love to know, and like to hear you all's opinions about it too. What you all think about the principal separating the classes like that? Because they're just putting the whites in one class, the blacks in another. It's kind of concerning to a degree. Would love to have heard her side of the story, but it was illegal. That's the thing that concerns me. Whatever she was trying to do, she violated the law. And the fact that she purposely separated them by race versus test score or reading ability or math and science, maybe they need extra tutoring. Maybe they need a little extra help. I don't want to look at it in a negative light, but I have questions that I would like to know. Why? But I guess we'll never find that out, or maybe after this lawsuit goes through. So now let's get on to the coronavirus pandemic. I know a lot of you all are sick and tired of hearing about COVID-19, coronavirus. I am too. I know people are sick of social distancing. They're sick of trying to separate themselves. They're sick of, everybody needs a peace of mind, and we're sick of the mask wearing. We're sick of not wanting to travel and go. I want to go a place so bad. I want to get my teeth fixed. I'm scared to go into the Mexican place or wherever I go and get my teeth fixed. I might come back with COVID-19. I would love to get my teeth fixed. That ain't going to happen right now. At least not right now. But the Delta variant is flying. I'm leaving Hartford, I'm flying all over the place. We're stuck. And people don't want to go get these vaccines. They're fearful of the vaccines. I've never read so much ignorance in my entire life. The sad part about these ignorant people who refuse to get the vaccinations are dying left and right. They're the ones who are dying. There are a few vaccinated people, I think, who have some serious health issues along the way. I don't care if you are vaccinated. If your health issue gets so serious you barely got an immune system and you got all kinds of health problems, COVID, that vaccine may not help you at all. I'm looking at all these people who are clearly sick, refusing to take the vaccine. What I mean by sick: overweight, obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever. I'm not going to get the vaccine. I'm not going to get that vaccine. I don't trust it. I had a conversation with a dear friend of mine this weekend. This man came up with every excuse under the sun about COVID-19 and these vaccines. First, he said the president of Haiti was shot and killed, or 6 leaders of African countries were shot and killed because of COVID-19. I'm like, that's not what happened. I've been reading the reports. It was a coup attempt. I'm thinking, okay, the people in Haiti are trying to get the vaccines in. They're one of the lagging countries, third world countries, having a tough time getting vaccinations. They want the vaccine. They don't want it. They killed him because he was trying to block the vaccines. I said, no, they've been working kind of hard. I've been reading up on Haiti and these other countries, the African countries too. Countries have not received the vaccination. Like we have it here in abundance in America. These countries don't have it and they want it. What else did he say? Oh, gosh, we talk about the Spanish flu. He thought that was a conspiracy. The Spanish flu of 1918, that was something they did. He said HIV and AIDS was also the government doing this, and the mysterious people in the background to put this out there to kill people. That's where AIDS and HIV came from. And it just went on and on and on and on and on. Now, this is a smart, intelligent man. Seems very aware of things that are going on in our world, but he has spun all this stuff in his head. It ain't just him. A whole lot of people got all these conspiracy theories going on. I guess I never fell for the conspiracy theory mess. I just don't. I hear this shit. Forgot about the World Trade Center. They blew up the World Trade Center too. You know they did. I'm thinking, we still working on it. We're still discussing. Y'all, people who are not taking this vaccine have made up in their mind a theory, a list of conspiracy theories. Maybe it's something in their DNA and blood that maybe it's a personality trait or something that once they lock into these conspiracies, they focus on it. And some of the stuff is the most ridiculous stuff I've ever heard in my entire life. And I don't argue with people about this. I just listen and say, okay, and what can I do? These damn people that crazy? They that insane to sit around here and believe some of the stuff they believe, y'all. Some of this stuff is starting to get ridiculous. In 1918, the Spanish flu killed thousands of people. They made that in lab. How you know pandemics have been happening for centuries? There are pandemics that have been all over the world. If y'all picked up a history book and read about previous pandemics, you realize they've been happening for centuries everywhere since Earth, for centuries. All these pandemics were man-made and put out here to kill people? Really? These viruses? I'm just like, okay. I'm just thoroughly confused. I'm very lost with this shit. Don't spill his coffee. Let's get to the point that this is ridiculous. And so when I ask people, I say, well, you rather take the chance of rolling the dice. You don't want to get the vaccine. You just take your chances. If you get COVID, you get it. If you get sick, you get sick. You are going to take that chance. I'd rather do that. So a lot of people are taking their chances, and they're not getting vaccinated and rolling the dice. And some people might be okay. Well, some people ain't going to be okay. A lot of people who are running around here today on August the 9th will be dead at Thanksgiving because they have chosen not to get that vaccination. They're choosing not to protect their health because they're so afraid of this vaccine. And there are people watching my videos. I read the comments. Everybody's afraid of this vaccine. Some people are not. So I've never had this fear. I don't know. Maybe it's just, look, I don't live in a world filled with conspiracy theories. I just can't live my life like that. I mean, I think I questioned COVID-19 when it first started before I realized that's what Earl had. And then I woke up and said, oh shit, that's what they almost killed this man up here. That was no damn flu, it was this. But it took me a second because the hospital had led me to believe that he had the flu and some virus and some, strain of the flu and all this other shit. They didn't have no COVID-19 test back then, but I think they knew what Earl had. They just didn't inform my black ass. But anyway, we are all tired of it. We all exhausted. Y'all want to go places and do things. I'm very leery. I was invited to a party over the weekend. A friend of mine was having a birthday party or something. And originally he was going to have the party outside. Then he moved the party indoors because it started to rain a little bit. So he thought it was going to rain. So I called over there and I said, hey, are you still doing it outside? He said, no, I'm just going to have it indoors because it's possibly going to rain, so we are going to be inside the house. So I opted not to go. I'm vaccinated. I'm following the science. I probably could have went and been fine. I don't know. But to have all them people inside that home, and a various amount of people in there from different homes, different backgrounds, what I mean, because a lot of people don't give a fuck. They out in clubs, partying, smoking hookah, dancing all night, and they don't give a damn. And a lot of us ain't getting these vaccines. So I opted not to attend. If it'd been outdoors, I would have went. But when he moved it inside, I thought, and I've gone to situations where there was cookout stuff when I just sat outside by myself. I don't want people to go, why you sitting out here? Because y'all you niggas sitting in there, I'm out here. I'm going to follow the science to protect me. Because if my big ass gets sick on this cognac colored couch, whatever they call this couch, pretty on. If I get sick over here, my ass going to be doomed. Who going to come through this door to take care of me? Who going to feed me, cook up, clean? Who? My mama ain't got the strength to do all that stuff over my mother. There's almost 70-something, and her damn 80. She can't be cooking and cleaning for my big black ass. Who am I gonna call? Earl? Good luck with that one. I mean, he working. I guess I can call my sister. She'll come over here. I don't know. I have to hire a maid or something. I don't know. I'll be doomed over here. That's why I'm trying not to get sick, because if I get sick over here, my black ass gonna be in trouble. And I'm gonna have to still cook and clean and lay in bed. And see, I don't want to be sick. I've always never cared for sickness because then you got to rely on somebody to assist you, help you get to the toilet, help you sit down, help you breathe. I like breathing on my own. I'm not going to put myself in a position to purposely harm myself. When I get in the car, I buckle up. You all, when I tell you I creep around the land and people be flying by my ass, I be doing the speed limit. I'm going to tell you, F their ass, fuck their ass, baby honking, let me get off the way and shit. I'm about to get no more tickets. My insurance is dirt cheap right now. Thank the Lord. It's cheap. For these expensive cars I got outside, my insurance is cheap. I don't want no wrecks, no speeding tickets, no nothing. If I see a sign that says don't turn on red, I'll sit there for 15 minutes waiting for it to turn green so I can go. I wait, goddamn, because I made a right hand turn on red one time. The officer snatched my ass up. I said, you motherfucker was hiding behind the bush. You caught my ass, didn't you? I don't do that no more. I wait. I will wait. I don't want to get sick. So I'm not going to roll the dice with my life when it comes to this mess. I went to the gym last day. It was a ghost town. Nobody in there. I said, oh, good. I peeked in the door. I ain't seen nobody. Is the coronavirus here? She said, oh, I ain't seen him yet. He ain't in here. I said, okay, good. I came on in. I heard him worked out because he ain't got there yet. But seriously, a lot of people just fucking flat out crazy. Something insane here. I don't get it. I'm just kind of confused. And I'm so tired of having these conversations with black folks about these damn vaccines, and they come up with every excuse under the book, everything you can think of. Everything. I'm like, what is the hell's going on here? And it ain't just black folks, it's white folks do it too. They don't want the vaccine either. Nobody wants the vaccine. Well, listen, don't get the vaccine. They don't want the mandate. If your job is requiring you to get this vaccine, quit it. They got other jobs out there. You got to stay there. If you don't want the vaccine, and your job is saying you all by August 20th, you better have this vaccine in your bloodstream. And you say you don't want to do that because you don't get microchipped in the mark of the beast and all the other shit I didn't heard. Okay, fine. You don't want the mark of the beast, then quit the job. You can find another job out there. There are other jobs that will hire you. They don't require that. Want you to get the mark of the beast. Going over to the unvaccinated side of town. They'll let you work. Go around to staunch Republican companies on the north side and south side of Georgia. Y'all know where they at in each and every state. If they let your black ass in there any damn way. Go see if they let you work there. Go see if them good old Republicans will let your black ass work there. Since you don't want the vaccine. You don't have to take it. Myself, personally, I'm sick of talking about it. But I realize we're going to be stuck in this shit for a minute. Because people don't want to do the right thing. There's just all this damn... And I'm shocked. I don't know why I'm so shocked. I was talking to my aunt. I said, I don't know. My aunt was telling me something. Somebody suggested, get some turpentine. Turpentine? My aunt said, well, isn't that illegal? She said, like, and they still make turpentine. And then I watched the video last night, and during the Spanish flu, they were actually giving patients turpentine. I'm thinking, turpentine? Isn't that paint thinner or something? I don't know. Who would give somebody that? Well, like I said, there are many people, black, white, whatever, Hispanic, Asian, whatever your persuasion is, they don't want the vaccine, so don't get it. Nobody's forcing you to get it. If your job is saying you need to get the vaccine, go find another job. If the school is saying you need the vaccine, go transfer to another school. There are ways around this. You don't want your children to wear masks, send them to a school where they don't require a mask to wear. You know what I'm saying? Although I don't know why anybody would not want their children to wear masks and there's no vaccination for these children. Protect your children, because they say these numbers are going sky high for these kids. Who wouldn't want to protect their kids? And like I said in previous videos, once this coronavirus COVID-19 mutate to a point that it's eating on these little kids, eating these little white kids, then things are going to change then. Then white folks are going to wake up. And my baby died! My baby died! Oh, no! Man, go read. There's so many good documentaries on the Spanish flu. There's a really good one that was out about a year ago. Some really good documentaries about how that virus started, had mutated and turned into a killer machine, knocking people out within hours. We might be going down the same path. That's what they're so pushing to people to control the virus through vaccinations or some other. Except for like these idiot-ass Republican governors, they obviously don't give a shit. That damn Ron DeSantis down in Florida, he's an idiot. And Florida didn't explode with all these COVID cases. It's like, okay, did you not see it? I mean, I don't know. I want to go to Miami this year. I guess I won't be going down there. Not with all that shit going on down there. And one of the things that concerns me, if you're in an area where there's a high hospitalizations, what if you have a car wreck? What if you stumble and fall down the steps or get burned and something happens and you have to go to the emergency? We all know shit happens every damn day. People don't break a leg on purpose. People don't get hit by cars, walk across the street. What if you have to be rushed to the emergency room in one of these high areas and they so busy trying to save these people who have refused to get vaccinated, and there you are laying on a gurney with other sick people who they had car accidents and wrecks and all kinds of shit, heart attacks. You know the shit that goes on in emergency rooms. Go sit there and watch. We all in the emergency room and sat there while they brought way more people worse off than you in there. And they got first priority, and you still sitting there talking about something. I got a splinter in my finger. And they're like, what? You got a what? Splinter? Okay, sit there, nigga. We'll be back to you tomorrow. Sometimes I forget the last time I was in the emergency room for, it's been years. I mean, literally years. One time I had a stomach flu virus years ago. I went to the emergency room. This was years ago. I had my black ass sitting there all night long. Oh, I remember. I cut my finger. You can't even see the cut on here now. I don't even remember which finger it was. Yeah, I had cut my finger and I needed stitches. But man, I can't even see which finger it was. That's crazy. That's modern science. I don't see which finger it was, but I cut it and I ended up going to it was on this hand. I don't even see the scars no more. That's crazy. Anyway, but they had put some stitches in my finger. And I was there all night for that shit. But anyway, do what you want to do, y'all. If you don't want to take the vaccines, don't take them. If you want to roll the dice with your life, please roll the dice. If you feel like you got a better chance to survive in COVID because your immune system's better than everybody else's, take the chance. Just remember, you rolled that dice. So when you end up in the hospital and they're talking about, no, it's COVID-19 that was taking your breath away. And you tell them you ain't got that vaccine, and they look at you like, you ain't got that vaccine, and push this patient down at door number 2. With the rest of the unvaccinated people, we'll get to them. You have next of kin? Here, fill out this paperwork, put your next of kin. What? We can't hear you. Next of kin? Who would take this risk? A lot of people. A lot of crazy motherfucking people too. But that's just my thoughts and opinions. Y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. I really don't care. Today is Monday, August 9th, the year 2021. We stuck in this fucking coronavirus pandemic. I wanted to take a hitch to Miami and didn't make it. I wanted to do some shit. I wanted to do a lot of stuff I wanted to do. We've been done with this shit. We ain't done with this shit yet. It ain't over. It ain't over until the fat lady sings. So anyway, I'm going to drink my coffee, maybe some breakfast, and give me your thoughts about the principal who segregated those schools. I'm going to come back to that and discuss that in depth. I want to hear y'all thoughts on it. Maybe I was looking at it kind of wrong, even though I'm kind of looking at both sides of the coin. Something ain't right about it. At the same time, I'm thinking, well, maybe she did something to help the kids. Maybe that was her intention. Everything's not all. They said the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but her intention's good. We'll find out. Anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Monday.